Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there, guys. It's never a dull moment in crypto, that is for sure. There's something new happening every single minute. At this rate, it's absolutely crazy. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now, today we have updates in relation to Ripple and XRP. Of course, that is a given on my channel. We have some information on Vitalik, basically saying that Ripple is centralized, which is really interesting coming from him. We have updates in relation to Grayscale, selling off a portion of their Bitcoin ETF as well, and obviously updates in relation to Sam Bankman-Fried as well. There's everything happening at the moment, so I'm going to go through everything. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing, with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and yes, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are just getting crazy in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys absolutely rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto, as we've all seen over the past few weeks. It's absolutely crazy. So please be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And yes, I'm advocating for cold crypto storage. It could be a Ledger, Trezor, an Alipol, Descent, even Trust Wallet if you can't afford any of the above. All right, so please be careful at the moment, because things are very, very volatile. Now, formalities are out of the way. Let's go to the community tab, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I'm seriously going to be building out a crypto staking platform. Legit. Again, I'm going to be obviously the person that's running it, obviously, and it's been something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'm sick and tired of exchanges, you know, basically shutting down, people losing their assets. So I'm building out a platform that is going to be safe and secure on blockchains, which is incredible as well. So that is going to happen. If you are interested, there is a interested in contributing to this, guys. In the actual comments right here, there is a link, and you can be a part of that as well. So make sure you check that out as well, which is incredible. These were the altcoins up in my portfolio. We had XDC Network, XDC, Digibyte, One, Harmony One, and Electronium as well. Pretty much it's been flat the last couple of days, but XDC is getting actually some nice traction, which is really good. And which cryptocurrency has most been associated with cross-border payments during the last decade? Asking for 70k friends right here. And obviously we know that is Ripple and XRP. And again, that's basically Russia talking about cross-border payments, which is really interesting. Now, I'm going to go to CoinSpot quickly. I'm not going to go through all the prices because there's no real point. It's a bit flat today, but I use CoinSpot. This is where I personally buy my cryptos in Australia. There is a referral link below. If you use that link, you will get $10 in Bitcoin. Of course, with this stuff, do your own research. All the prices you see here are in Australian dollars. Everything else is set to US dollars because I'm catering for everybody around the world and my Aussie fans. Now, just to make things very clear, I've taken most of my assets off CoinSpot and put them into cold storage. I'm only keeping the ones I'm staking on the platform. And when I get my own platform set up, which I'm putting out to everyone that can use it, obviously, I'll be staking my coins on my own platform. How good is that? Anyway, so we've got Bitcoin sitting at 25,000 Australian dollars today. And no, this video is not old. It's the 21st of December. Christmas is around the corner. Ethereum's at 1,800 and you've got XRP at 52 cents. And ADA is sitting at 38 cents right now. And again, Charles Hoskinson is just flat out, against talking about Ripple and XRP at the moment. And I don't think he is going to talk about them for a while because, again, the XRP army, we are a bunch of savages. I'm not joking. We're very protective over Ripple, that's for sure. Now, let's go to Crypto Bubbles, guys. And again, I've got the Wall Street Bull Patreon linked below. I put up all my buys, my sells, my trades, what I'm doing with my crypto trading, my insane trading strategy thing that I'm doing at the moment. Everyone in the Patreon knows about that. It's absolutely wild. Also, my dividend stock payments and investments, I am putting up all my buys, my sells. It's incredible because it's providing cash flow. So everything is in the Patreon. Check it out. Link is below. Let's go to crypto bubbles. All the Christmas things are on here, which is hilarious. The only gainer today really is XDC, which is nice. 5.8%, 25.2% on the week. It's really nice to see XDC gaining some traction out there in the market amongst all of this chaos. And OKB as well, 3.5%. I'm steering clear of exchange tokens. All right, it could be crypto.com or Crow, or again, OKB. I'm not really interested in those because they have no real utility. I am only talking about the coins that will go to the moon. That is the ISO 222 coins. I'm going to get into that in a second as well. We have Decred up 1.7%. And of course, this one here, BitGet token, 3.4%. Not really interested in that. I'm only interested in real utility, guys. Now, all this is just buying opportunities when I see red. Now, look at this, guys. Dozens of millions of XRP moved by Ripple. Is crypto giant dumping right now? So, as reported by leading crypto tracking service Whale Alert, I mean, that's incredible. Just wait until full-blown cross-border payments start being active, guys. Whale Alert's going to be having a pretty hard time keeping up with that. So Ripple fintech company made a transfer of $16.7 million worth of XRP. So this happened as the coin's price lost nearly 13% in the past 7 days and began to show a weak signs of going green. Well, it's Christmas. The markets are going quiet. But anyway, so obviously Ripple Labs made a single transfer at 50 million XRP worth nearly $17 million in fiat. The transaction went to a wallet that the crypto tracker marked as unknown. However, details are revealed by BitHomp right here. XRP Explorer shows that Ripple moved funds to one of its reserve wallets called RL18-VN, which is very interesting as well. From this address, 27.6 million XRP was later sent to Bittrex exchange with a likely goal of selling it, which is really interesting as well. And at this time of writing, the 7th largest crypto XRP is changing hands at 34 cents in still incredible buying opportunities. Now, this is interesting, right? So Vitalik Buterin did a video, and I did mention that in my video yesterday, but Buterin said that XRP hasn't apologized for writing the US government that Bitcoin and Ethereum were Chinese-controlled assets. I mean, they're really battling it out here, which again is annoying. And I think Ethereum, out of everything, is mostly centralized. Just saying, they hold most of Ethereum tokens. Now, Vitalik Buterin on December 19th, interviewed with Bankless, said that XRP was still completely centralized. According to Buterin, for a project to be a part of the crypto space, it needs to use a cryptography and have some kind of chain data structure somewhere. He added that XRP hasn't apologized for writing to the US government that Bitcoin and Ethereum were Chinese-controlled assets. XRP, again, is not centralized. It is decentralized. And obviously, David Schwartz reacted to this. In response to, obviously, Vitalik, David Schwartz criticized Buterin for not knowing the difference between Ripple and XRP. Of course, Schwartz tweeted that Buterin still doesn't understand or is pretending not to understand that the Ripple is a company and XRP is a digital asset. Meanwhile, this is not the first time that Buterin will draw the, obviously, eerie right here of the XRP community. Earlier this year, he said that XRP had lost the right to protection from the crypto community because Ripple claimed China controlled Ethereum. Ripple's community alleged that Ethereum got a free pass from the Securities and Exchange Commission because of corruption. And I honestly believe they did. They really did, guys. They got much, much easier treatment from Gensler than what Ripple did. And I wonder why, because again, I think Ripple's going to be destroying Ethereum. And just keep in mind as well that XRP was the number 2 crypto before all of the lawsuit. Just let that one sink in for a moment. It will happen again. Now, these coins will moon, okay? So the ISO 222 migration is occurring at the moment, and it will be fully implemented very, very soon. So again, Swift's ISO 222 financial messaging standard is on everyone's lips by now, and is complicated as it may sound. It is actually very simple. In the world of finance, communicating is very difficult and confusing. One can misunderstand messages and simply get lost in translating them. In a world where a lot of money circulates, the stakes are really high, and communication problems often coincide with losing money. This is where the ISO 220 standard comes in. So what is ISO 222, and the crypto are compliant with it? All right. So the ISO 222 protocol is a standard for electronic data exchange between financial services, so talking to each other. which again is incredible, between services in the payments industry. The technology involved is called DLT, Distributed Ledger Technology, and use of ISO 20022 is related to the messaging mechanism. Banks around the world have already committed to this global regulatory framework, which supports SWIFT and the Federal Reserve, which again is all to do with Ripple. All right, as of today, these are the new additions in the world of finance. Anyone who wants to interact with banks must be able to use the ISO 20022 format. As early as 2025, the ISO will in fact be the global standard for high and large value payment systems. The projected acceptance of the new messaging model globally will greatly influence financial institutions, corporations, and anyone in the world of finance with large transactions. More than 70 countries have adopted ISO 20022 in their payment systems, including Switzerland, China, India, and Japan. And with more than 200 payment types in the space, it harmonizes formats and data components from different payment methods that previously could not work together. The ISO 20022 compliant cryptocurrencies are Stellar XLM, Hedera, Iota, XDC, Ripple, Algorand, and Quant. Each of these cryptocurrencies was developed to make global transactions more accessible, and because of this, they could comply more quickly with the ISO 20022 standard. In the near future, however, more and more cryptocurrencies will move towards ISO 20022 compliance to stay abreast of the industry. The list of the crypto grow with leaps and bounds in the short term. And again, the global impact right here, linking messages to business processes means that making easily and universally recognizable. Reusing components means institutions can only have to map them in internal data structures once. Using the XML syntax as an open international standard promotes interoperability, enabling automated transfers and direct processing across the entire processing chains. Guys, this is absolutely enormous. And I just want to point out these coins here are the only ones that I'm focusing on and have been for a very long time. Now, XRP did, and Ripple, have another win in this case against obviously the SEC, but which, I'm going to quickly go through this. But Judge Torres, the judge presiding over the case, issued an order over the debauched motions in the XRP lawsuit. We're all turning into lawyers, don't you think? The decree is regarding the parties' motion to seal documents in connection with the expert challenges. However, the verdict around the summary judgment is still pending, which is going to be very, very interesting. So, as per the order, the SEC was seeking to ruling to seal or redact certain documents deposited by the parties to exclude expert testimony. The commission, in its request, mentioned that the proposed redactions aim to protect the identity of experts' witnesses. Ripple and the defendants were also seeking an order directing the redaction of such portions. They stated in their redaction aims to protect Ripple's confidential business interests and the legitimate privacy interests of third parties. The defendants asked the court to argue that the relevant revelation of their details could directly result in major damage to the negotiation position of future deals. And again, they're making plenty of deals. We know this for sure. This can directly lead to competitors to adjust their sales plans and pricing policies. That's basically what happened yesterday. So it's all a sense to protect Ripple, and SEC doesn't want anyone getting, their information out because, again, there's been a stupid people in this industry that have gone after SEC employees, which, anyway, that was pretty much it yesterday. And the judge ruled that the witnesses, the firms that represented the SEC basically were to be public information, and everything else, personal stuff like people's personal details, had to be made private. So that is not getting released to the public. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Now we have Visa envisions plan to facilitate auto payments on the Ethereum blockchain, which again, Ethereum is the favorite child, we know, but Visa is reportedly planning to let customers make auto payments from their Ethereum self-custodied crypto wallets. So according to the payments giant, crypto users would someday be able to automatically pay their subscriptions, video on demand, telephone, electricity bills via their self-custody crypto wallets. In addition, Visa stated that the automatic payments would be on a recurring basis, so customers no longer need to initiate the transactions each time. Automated payments for bills are commonplace for traditional finance space, and Visa now looks to marry this concept with blockchain technology. This is just the beginning. And I mean, if Visa's already talking about this, you know where crypto is going to go. Now, crypto giant Grayscale considers selling portion of $10.7 billion Bitcoin trust if ETF plan fails. which is massive. So Grayscale is considering selling some of its capital back to investors if the firm's plans for an exchange traded funds don't work. According to the Wall Street Journal, right here, Grayscale may explore alternative pathways to returning some of Grayscale's Bitcoin's capital to shareholders should the company's plans for the Bitcoin-backed ETF fall through. Which, again, Grayscale is enormous anyways, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens to that. I wish a few other firms would do that and give their customers back their money, aka BlockFi, which they did give an update as well. So we'll get to that in a second. But the Bitcoin bear market monthly momentum reaches worst on record, and I'm trying to say that I believe this is the bottom. And if it gets any worse than this, I'm just going to continue dollar cost averaging. That's just what I do. But for many Bitcoin investors who lived it, this crypto winter feels more painful than 2018 bear market, despite obviously making a shallower fall from the peak to from trough. From a monthly momentum perspective, the bearish trend is now the strongest on record. And again, I honestly believe this is the crypto bottom. And there's a lot of anger and frustration, as everyone can see on Twitter. It's absolutely wild. And that's, it's the bear market, man. This is what happens. But cryptometer.io, let's see where the money has been flowing. We have money going into Ethereum, XRP, which is nice. We have, what else we got here? LSK, we've got Peel, Beat, we've got DAI, USDT, of course, AVAX, and that is pretty much it, guys. Do we have Ethereum there today? Yes, we have Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course. That is there all the time. It's nice to see XRP there. Now, let's go to Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, to see what's happening there. I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Make sure you follow me on that. And again, when I hit 100,000 subs on YouTube, I will be giving this away live on air. And Maylee, thank you for this tweet here right now. So it's Emily, sorry. Internet may be just a passing fad as millions give up on it. Look at where we are today with the internet. It's absolutely crazy. Wells Fargo, caught defrauding its customers in illegal bank conduct, now has to pay $3.7 billion in settlement, while the whole world has been focused on the FTX fraud. Let's not forget the systemic abuse and fraud coming from the banks. That happens all the time. And thank you, Whale Chart, for that one as well. Interledger is everywhere. They loved it, so they adopted it. What token does Interledger escrow settlement engine use? XRP. This is all over, guys. This is all from Citibank right here. Interledger protocol, Citibank. We move on here, guys. We have another bank as well. International Security Services Association using Interledger protocol. Let me zoom out of this one, guys. Sophie as well. You can zoom in right here. Interledger enables secure federation by providing support and atomic transactions spanning 2 or more ledgers. It's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer as well. And you can see it here again. Interledger DVP developed by NASDAQ. There you go. It's everywhere. Now, Dark Defender, I like this tweet, but so it begins. The masterpiece number 4. The ones no XRP in a yearly time frame right here. Basically, 2022, you can see where it's at the moment. 2024, 2025, and so on, guys. But basically hitting 4,000 US dollars. I think it can happen. That's what I believe. Anyway, so that's an awesome tweet. Elon Musk is resigning as CEO as I find someone foolish enough to take the job. After that, I will just run the software and server teams, which is very interesting as well. Charles Hoskinson coming out about the crypto market outlook basically on 2023. He's saying not a single mention of Cardano. Pretty low and pretty sad. I honestly expected better. I will go through this institutional report from Coinbase from December this year, so I'll get everyone up to date on that one as well. Australia's $134 billion sovereign wealth fund is increasing exposure to gold as it warns the future will echo low growth, high inflation era of the 1970s. This is where real money is going to be made. I'm telling you now, I will continue to dollar cost average, especially in my stocks. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 26 right now. Again, Visa and Ethereum. Sam Bankman-Fried may be held in a metropolitan detention center. He's back officially in the United States on American soil. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, guys. You draw it up right here. Move money like information. Absolute facts, okay? That's what Ripple is doing. Now, all of crypto combined is smaller than one single company. It's still early days, but so much attention on crypto because it's the future. Amazon becomes the first company to lose $1 trillion in market value, the biggest loss in history. That's absolutely wild right there. I'm not going to go through this one, but parties file a joint motion for an extension of time until January 13th to file debauch motions and accompanying exhibits on the public docket with redactions consistent with the court's December 19th, 2022 sealing ruling. Again, pushed out, but doesn't matter because I'm very long term. And again, we know from Brad Garlinghouse, he's basically stating that Q1 next year could be a result in this case. Now, I'm going to play this video from Jim Cramer. It is absolutely hilarious. Just listen to this, all right? Look at this.
I also add the cryptocurrency collapse is like a farcical reenactment of the dot-com meltdown from 22 years ago. I'd also add that the more marginal crypto coins, think XRP, Dogecoin, Cardano, Polygon, which currently represent $50 billion in assets, they might be headed to, I don't know, maybe zero. I've been telling you to avoid this crypto now for ages, too. It's never too late to sell an awful position. And that's what you have if you own these so-called digital assets, which may not be worth the paper that they will never be printed on. Gold has lost its ability to be a hedge, and we all have to recognize that. I prefer crypto to gold. Wow. He didn't really say that, did he? Yes.
Anyway, that's hilarious. And we have some updates as well. The SEC claims that a penalty equal to Library's full pecuniary gain of $22.1 million is a fair and reasonable under the circumstances. And the SEC doesn't want to regulate crypto. It wants to kill it in the United States. That's basically a fine, to my understanding, anyway, that Library has to pay, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, that is it for Twitter, guys. There's just a lot of FUD out there at the moment. And if we go to CoinMarketCap, we have $808 billion total market value of all of crypto, $33 billion in volume. It's very, very low at the moment. 40% BTC, 18% Ethereum. I cannot wait for XRP to flip Ethereum. How good would that be? And again, the only coins I'm focusing on right now, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, AVAX, Chainlink, XLM, Quant, Algorand, Hedera, Iota, XDC, Casper, LCX, and Alliance Block. This is where my money's going. These ones are definitely going to go to the moon, in my opinion, because they are being used by banks and institutions and governments around the world. No brainer. That's it for today's video, guys. I will speak to everyone in the comments. Join the Patreon and follow me on all social media platforms linked below. And be careful of the spam and fake accounts. There's a lot out there at the moment. All right, guys, stay safe. We'll speak to you soon. Peace out. Bye.